Yeah, probably. Gezellig, I think. Yeah, gezellig. You can say it. Oh, and lekker. Because you can say lekker on everything. Lekker zacht, lekker eten, lekker bier. Everything is lekker. My name is Meila. I'm Syrian. I've been living in the Netherlands for 3 years. I live in Zaandam. I have a bachelor degree in health sciences. I hope to get a job here in the Netherlands in the public health sector. And I wish also to continue my study, also in the same sector. I've left Syria in 2013. So after the beginning of the revolution within 2 years, and in the beginning I went to Egypt. I stayed there for about half a year. So in Egypt I got a chance to work as a dietitian in Alternative Therapy Center in Cairo, which was an amazing experience. And then I moved to Turkey and I worked there in the beginning as a translator, Arabic-English translator in a company. And then step by step it was like a new growing company, so eventually I became an operation manager. It was also a nice experience because that's not my field. And then I worked with International Medical Corps organization. I was the national manager of Community Health Program, which was very close to my study and was very much interesting experience for me. I got a chance to apply what I've learned. In 2015, at the end of August, I left Turkey to come to the Netherlands. It wasn't easy because, well, just like everyone else, we had to cross the sea from Turkey to Greece. And then I took a plane from Greece to the Netherlands. And my first steps in the Netherlands were in Rotterdam. That's where I arrived. I'm trying to have like a normal career which suits my capabilities. I went to the university and I have a university degree and I have some work experience. It could be not that big experience, but it's a very good one. And I am self-confident and I know what I want. So I prefer to work in the same field. If it worked out, that would be great. If it didn't, then I'm gonna have to see some other options. But I can say that it's not easy. The system is very much complicated and we're not used to that much of complex. Usually it's not that difficult to enter university in Syria. Well, of course, we have a complicated education system and you need to get high grades to be able to enter the university. But here the education system is completely different. There is much difference between, for example, the applied universities and the research universities. We don't have that difference in Syria. It depends on when you study, actually. So it's a very long procedure, very complicated. It's a bit disappointing for me, but I can also understand why it's complicated. I mean, otherwise you would never have a successful country if you don't have a complicated system, but it's too much complicated. I've spent more than 1.5 years in the camps, and I consider it as a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of motivation. It hasn't changed me in somehow. I don't see myself as the same person I used to be in 2015. I am absolutely different. It has taken a lot of my energy and a lot of my motivation. In my opinion, if someone could come to me to say, okay, so here is a timeline or a time frame, something that just to expect. Like, for example, if someone told me, well, you need to wait like 6 months to get a house. In the meanwhile, I could get involved with a training maybe, or some volunteer job just to gain experience. Or I could find a part-time job, I don't know, do something, instead of just sitting in the camp waiting and wondering what's gonna happen next. The favorite part, I think, is the people themselves. They have been like the nicest people I've ever met. I've been to some countries around Europe, and it's not a compliment, but it's true. Dutch people are really nice. They smile at you, even if they don't like you. They smile at you, they talk to you very kindly, and they actually try to help, and when they try to help, they do it from their heart. What I hope within 5 years, I would have achieved my goal of education by getting a higher certificate, which is something I think I really need in the Netherlands, because when I was working on that project idea, a lot of people asked me about my education background, and when they knew that my certificate is Syrian, I could feel in their voice that they are not so sure that I'm capable to do this. But when I told them that I am also planning to continue my study here in the Netherlands, well, I could see a different impression on their face and said, oh yeah, sure, well that's perfect, man. Okay, we are interested. So I absolutely need to get a certificate from the Netherlands, and I think, well, I hope to have a good career, like the one I have in my head right now. Yeah, I hope so.